Good day. Today is Sunday, December 28th, 2025. And I still have the horse. There's a big joke about a horse. They didn't know what I was talking about. Horse voice. I'm going to keep it very minimal today. I don't think I'm going to do a homily. This sore throat thing is going on. There's two types, I guess, going around. One is stomach virus, and then this one, which is the throat, which is, I'd rather have the throat thing. So, all right, please go and pray. Oh, and I see we got two people watching. That's great. If you want to check the comment, I was trying to get it to the chat. Just say hi or hello. It wasn't working, apparently. I thought I changed it now to work so that the comments would be allowed to be said. I don't know if it was chat or comments. Let me take a quick look. It doesn't look like it's working, no. So, no, that's not it. I don't want to mess with it too much. Hold on a second. Let me try one more thing. I'm going to just write something and see if it works for me. Doesn't look like it's working. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, so it did work for me. I'm not sure how it is on your end. All right, well, let's get started with Good Day Rising prayers. And maybe if my voice strengthens while I say Mass, maybe I will say something. Oh, there's Maria. Good. Okay, it is working. All right. Good day, Maria, and anybody else who's on board. Thanks for being here. As we know, these times are incredibly disturbed, to say the least, and challenging. One quick thing I'll mention is apparently on January 1st, China is not going to be shipping any more silver to the United States. The silver market has exploded because the manipulators had tried to suppress the price of silver, and that failed on Friday. And so JP Morgan has apparently, I don't know this is fact, I'm just seeing news about it, but they're holding a tremendous amount of money in a short position, hoping that the price of silver would come down. And apparently it went past their planning. It went higher above, and so that apparently they're going to lose millions and millions of dollars, or maybe more, come Monday when the contract comes due, which may trigger an economic nightmare. But as we pray and we stay in the state of grace, things will be absolutely fine. We pray. All right, let's get started. In nomine Dei, Matronum Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum, Spiritum Sanctum, let us place ourselves in the presence of the most holy divine family, and in Catholic contemplation humbly venerate the most holy Trinitarian Theophany. Most holy and venerable Trinity, one divine family, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O most holy divine family, relying on thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Matronum Nostrae. O most holy divine family, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me, and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the Most Holy Divine Family for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven, and for the souls in purgatory. O most holy Divine Family, I most humbly thank Thee for all the favors Thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to Thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in Thy service. I consecrate to Thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by Thy love, or that would not tend to Thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of the Most Holy Divine Family the graces which are necessary to us. O my God, Thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of Thy grace. Deny me not Thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which Thou forbiddest, to practice the good which Thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please Thee to send me. O Dea Matronam Nostrae, O Holy Mother of God, I place myself under Thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of Thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O most holy Divine Family, as envisioned by St. Lucia as the most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I am heartily sorry for having offended Thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell. But most of all, because they offend Thee, O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of Thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. In nomine Dei, Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Deum Obiscum, et quoque apud Te. Oremus. Fidelium Deum Iesum Christum, omnium conditor et redemptor animalibus, famulorum caetuorum remissionum conctorum, tribue peccatorum, ut in dota genetiam, quam semper opta, venunt pii supplicationibus consequentur. Qui tecum vivere reinat in nune divina familia, qui erat et erit in aeternum. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, hanc immaculatum hostium, quam ego indinius famulus tuus offedi tibi Deum eum verum, pro in nomine bilibus peccatis et offensionibus, et negligentis meis et pro omnibus circumstantibus, sed pro omnibus fidelibus, catholicorum vivis atque defunctis, ut mihi eridis proficitat salute. Deum qui humanae substantia dignitatem mirabilita condidis, et mirabilis reformasti da nobis, spiritus atque divinum mysterium, eis divinitatis esse consortis qui militatis nostrae, fidelitatis is particips, Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui tecum vivit et reinat, in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Offerimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum da peccatis clementium, ut gespeto divina majestatis tuae pro nostra totius mundi salute, cum odoris suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito suscipiam Deum Iesum Christum, et sic fiat sacrificium nostrum et gespeto hodie, ut placeat tibi Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni Sanctificator. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificite blato prosequendo, et accepere hoc sacrificium tuo sanctum nomini, praeparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas concolationum cum tibia ferimus, amonem passionis, resurrectionis et descensionis Dei Iesum Christum, et in honorem Deum matronam nostrae, et Papapeter Sanctorum, et Istorum, et Omnium Sanctorum, udidis proficiat ad honorem nobis autem et salutem, et idi pro nobis intercedere in interim caelis, quorum amore magibus in te speriendum Christum Deum nostrum. Orate, ut mem questum sacrificium acceptabile fiat per Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum sacrificium de manibus tuis, et laudam et gloriam nominis sui ad utilitatem quoque nostram, totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum obiscum, et quoque pote. Sursum corda. Damus Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, in justum est. Te egeto clementissimi Mater Pater et Deum Maternum nostrae, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum Deum nostrae, supplices rogamus et petimus. Uti accepta habeas et sanctificas, haec sanctam sacrificium ilibata, in primis quae tibi ferimus pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare custodire ad honore, et regere digneris toto obiterarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famulorum Catholicorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. We especially pray for Katie, Cody, Emily, Kathy, Marilyn, Marie Josephina Mose, Mark Jr., Letitia, Mindy, Todd, Clarette, Dennis, Barbara Santa Croce, James, Robert, Benedict, Gregory, Adam, Malachi, and Patrick Santa Croce, the Williams, Tafur, and Began families, the Stevenson family, Michaela McLarnon and family, the Kendrick, Shorten, Nolan, Dosco, Kane, Nye, Wolf, Camerano, and Pahowski families, and all their good intentions. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the ceasing of all organ harvesting. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, with a solid medium of exchange and no usury. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic world. We pray for wisdom on how to prepare foods naturally, as much without the grocery store as possible, and that we may learn how to raise animals, and especially chickens, for eggs and good wholesome sources of food. We pray for the elimination of all harmful radiation waves in our air and in our homes. We ask and pray for the gift of discernment, that we might recognize truth through the proper processes. We ask and pray for an increase in the knowledge and practice of the Catholic virtues, which guides us through our lives in a happy manner. We ask for the reversal of feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity. We ask that all quote-unquote gay marriage, all pornography, and the OnlyFans platform be stopped immediately. We ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin, especially the ignorant. And we look for a time that families can be together more without the interference of electronics. We ask that all forms of Freemasonry be removed, all forms of Islamism and Judaism, and that all the members come into the submission of the Trinitarian Theophany through correct baptism and confession. Please nullify any attempts to establish anti-Semitism propaganda into any rules, codes, laws, statutes, or policies, and continue to expose those evil ones who are trying to subjugate the people under deceitful practices. All this we ask in accordance with the most holy divine family's goodwill and intention. Et omnium circumstantium quorum tibi fides cognita est et notor votio, pro quibus tibi afferemus, velque tibi affront hoc sacrificium laudis, pro se suisque omnibus, pro redemptione animarum suarum pro spe salutis et de calamitatis suae. Tibi gaudet vota sua aeterno Deum vivo et vero. Communicantes et memorantes in primis gloriosae semper Deum Patronem nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium torum Papae Sancti Petri, et Sancti Luci, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum meditis, praecibusque concedas ut in omnibus protectionis tuae monument exilia penium Christum Deum nostrum. Quam oblatione de Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus, consecratem acceptabilem effigiedi digneris ut nobis corpo, et sanguine fiat dedictissimi fideium tuum Deum Iesum Christum. Qui pridie quam pateretur recepit panem sanctus aquabulis manus suas, et derivatis oclis in calamite Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum sum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens, consecravit frege dedique lumis sui dicens accipite et mondo cate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est ein corpus meum. Simini modo post quam ceremonia est accipiens et hunc preclarum carecem in sanctus aquabulis manus suas, item tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, consecrave dedique lumis sui dicens accipite et bibite ex hoc omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei, mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum, aequates cum perficiditis meum facilitis. Unde et memores Deum nos servet tui, sed plebs tua sancta iustum Christum filium tuum Deum nostrae, tambe et passiones, nec non et in fidis resurrectionis, sed et in caelos gloriosae scensionis offerimus, preclarae maestati tui di tuis donis actatis, supra quae propitio ac serenu tu respigieri digneris. Supplices te regamus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ibi hic per Philippum manus tuum ut quod ex hoc autaris participationis sacrosanctum Deum filium tuum, corpus et sanguinem subsenimus, omni sanctificatione caelesi gratia de per amor, per enim Christum Deum nostrae. Pray for those who have died. We especially pray for Ron O'Brien and Henry Santa Croce, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibus in Christum cuscendibum locum reficieri lucis et pacis, ut indulge gesta proclamor, per enim Christum Deum nostrum. Per quam ego omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivicas, consecratis et praestas nobis. per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso. Est tibi Deum Patrum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Deum Matronum Nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum, Sancta tua in muliere Deum Matronum Nostrae, Matronum Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis, peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos, quae sumus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ab omnibus malis, praeteritis, praesentibus et futuris, et in requedende, beata gloriosa semper Deum Matronum Nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis, da propitios pacemendibus nostris, ut ope misericordiae tuae aduit, et de peccato simus semper liberi, et ab omni perturbationis securi. Per Deum Deum nostrum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivit et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum Iesum Christum sit semper vobiscum, et quoque putei. Acim ex eo consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum, fiat excipientibus nobis in salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque putei. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum Matronam Nostrae, qua brante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem tuam undum vivificasti, libera me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinem tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis, et universis malis, et facemi tui semper in hadare mandatis, et atinum quam separari per unitas. Qui cum eo dem Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, vivis serenam aeternam. Percietio copris tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego indinius sum repraesum non mihi proveniat, in judicium condenationem, sed pro tu pietate prosit mihi, ad udum edum et esse copris, et adam ed elam, percipienda. Qui vivis reinas, cum Deum Matronam Nostrae, in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem celestem excipiem, et nomen Deum Iesum Christum, invocabo. Deum Matronam Nostrae non sunt dignius, ut et subdite meis in dante liquor semper anima mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sunt dignius, ut et subdite meis in dante liquor semper anima mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sunt dignius, ut et subdite meis in dante liquor semper anima mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid virtubum Deum Iesum Christum pro omnibus, quae virtubut mihi, calicem solitaris excipiem in nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo, laudans invocabo Deum Matronam Nostrae, et ab inimicis meis salvasero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Oremus. Animabus quesamus Dei Iesum Christum, famalorum famorumcatorum, oratio proficiat supplicantium, ut eas et peccatis omnibus exoas, et tue redemptionis facias esse participes. Qui tecum vivit reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et erit in aeternum. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te, ite mis est. Deum gratia. Placia tibi sancta Trinitam obsequium subitutis mea, praest aut sacrificim corruculis tuae maestatis in nos optolitibus et acceptabilim quid omnibus, pro quibus irut optolicit miserate publicae per Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam et Filium et Spiritum Sanctum, Deum Matronam nostra et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. O most holy divine family, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Deam Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum, present here in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended, and through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart, and the immaculate heart of Dei Matronam Nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Dei Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Thank you for bearing with me today. Again, I apologize for being short, but I need to rest. Please go and sanctify all those who you meet, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. Have a great day.